What's up, Facebook? You already know what it is, man. It's the activated AF1, top of the mind chain. Salute to all the teachers that's teaching about soul. Salute to all the teachers that's teaching about soul. This right here is going to be a real quick breakdown on 11/11. Because you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, you see all these cats talking about 11/11. They don't know what they're talking about because they're not from the future. It's just that simple. They not from the future, man. They're not for the future. So I'm going to break down 11/11 thoroughly for all you teachers on the internet trying to represent the 11. For all you teachers on the internet trying to represent the 11. I told these cats, man, cats that was walking with me, that left, I told them this shit was going to pop off. They left because they got an ego trip. Man. It's activated. AF1, the activation is 11/11. Let's break it down thoroughly, right? When you're dealing with the one, the most powerful number in the universe is the one. I always tell cats, why do you think the East Coast cats was saying peace, God, one? You think that was random? You think they just came up with that? No, because it was something in their genetics that told them to say one. So I'm going to break down 11/11. This is going to be a real quick video, man. I'm going to break down 11/11 real quick thoroughly. Because when you got 11/11, then you got the two dots, and then you got the other 11. So you got 111 in the front, you got two dots, and then you got the other 11 in the back. So let AF1 break this down for you, for y'all can mega stand what 11/11 means. Right? What is a one? Let's go to the numero uno. Let's go to the numero uno. Break down one first. What is a one? A one is somebody who's receiving intelligence. That's what a one is. It's somebody who's receiving intelligence. They're not going to Google, Siri, and Alexa. Teachers. All right, let me break this down. When you go through your metamorphosis process, why do you think they call him Morpheus? In the Matrix, they called him Morpheus because he was going through a metamorphosis process to who? Grab the one. Who was the one? Neo. That's why his name was Morpheus, because he was going through a metamorphosis. He took his regular self and turned it into something else, broke out the cocoon and turned into a butterfly to who? Get the one. Who was the one? Neo. Neo was the one. Because he knew he couldn't do it. He knew he wasn't chosen. That's why I be telling these teachers, y'all ain't chosen. They show you in the movies you ain't chosen. That's why Neo was the one. So going back to the numero uno, breaking down the one, knowing that you have a better purpose in life than what life is teaching you. You're going past life. You're going past this 3D realm. You're going past the 4D realm. You're going past the 5D realm. You're going past the 6D realm. You're going past the 7D realm. You're going past the 8D realm. You're going past the 9D realm. You're going past the 10D realm. You're going past the 11D realm. You're going past the 12D realm. You're going past the 13D realm. And then the 14th realm dealing with this universe is almost complete. And you can go past the 14th realm also. Dimensional realm. Numero uno. A one is a receiver, right? Go outside, and when you driving on the highway, and you see them big towers that look like a one. Them big towers that look like a one. And they out in the sticks and all that stuff. What do you think that is? That is a receiver. It sends transmission and receives transmission. That's why it's a one. Go look at when you go to the water towers and you go on top of buildings, they got all those ones up there. Dealing with cell phones, dealing with Wi-Fi, all those ones is up there. One is the top number. There is no multiple numbers. Because you know what I mean by multiple numbers, I mean 44, 33, 666, they all come back to one. All those numbers do come back to one. Then somebody had to come from the future, man, and put all these teachers in the corner. All these teachers need to go sit in the corner, man. I give them credit. They trying. Like who wants to be a part of a society that's groomed to take the copper coated beans, man, and put them in a situation where you can get manipulated if you choose it. If you choose it. Man, it's getting too easy, man. It's Friday, man. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Meta. What's up, Meta? What's up, Meta, man? Y'all do y'all's job, man. Because we don't want them cats up there anyway. Those cats that's Meta-fied, we don't want them up there. Because it's going to bring information and artificial intelligence into the upper dimensions. We don't want that. We control, in the upper dimensions, we control AI. Fully control AI in the upper dimensions. Right? So let's go back to 1111. I'm going to break this stuff down. It's a quick video, for you teachers on the internet. Some of y'all that just got not activated. Some of y'all that just got conscious. Because there's 4 stages to this stuff. Actually, there's 5 stages. I broke this down. You know what? I think there's 6 stages. I got to go back and look at it because I received something. Because I receive stuff. I don't Google stuff. See, people who Google stuff, Google. Google. What's the first G in Google? That's the 6. Right? The 2 zeros, put it together. What does that equal? Meta. Right? Then you got the second G. What's the second G? Flip it upside down. What is that? That's a 6. Allegedly. Then you got the L. What is the L? The 1. The last line of defense until you get to the last 6, which is the E. You think they're gonna put something out on the cyberverse that couldn't get broke down? Now we came back from the future and we breaking all this stuff down for y'all. Let y'all know ain't nothing else. Y'all can go look. Y'all can go do schools, conscious community. Talk about chakras. All that stuff don't mean nothing when you're dealing with the soul, man. Don't mean nada. Nada. All that stuff is a stepping stone, man, to go past it. To go right past it, man. Yeah, break it down to 11. AF1 gonna come and tell y'all something that y'all can't find on Google, Siri, and Alexa because all the teachers on the internet, that's their God. Allegedly. That's their God, allegedly, man. That's their God. Coming over here messing with the source. You mess with the source and you leave, good luck. Because ain't nothing else. I've been on the cyberverse. I've seen these teachers, man. Ain't nothing else. Let me break down 1111 for y'all, right? So you got the ones with the ones. See, the ones with the ones dealing with this 3D realm are supposed to be with each other, right? So when the ones that are with each other branch off and fleet away from the source, then they're going to always go through trauma in their life. It might not be trauma as far as like, getting robbed or your house, but mental trauma. You're going to go through mental trauma. See, I was dealing with these one cats and they left the source. So now they're going to have to go through mental trauma and going to have to see how nobody's not going to mess with them because they left the source. Because the ones in the 3D realm, you got the ones in the 3D realm, right? And you got the ones in the upper dimension. And then you got, when you deal with 1111, then you got 2 dots. What's the 2 dots in the middle? Those are portals. So 1111 means the ones walking with the ones in the 3D, and then you go through the portal mentally, soulfully, and then you talk to the other ones that's in the upper dimensions that's going to pull your soul through the creator. Ain't nothing else on the internet, man. Ain't break it down 1111, man. The ones with the ones. The ones with the ones. How's y'all Friday going? How's y'all Friday going? Yes, the activated AF1, man, breaking down 1111. 1111 is the most sacred number on this planet. Don't let nobody tell you, don't let no, every number goes back to 1. Every number. Why do you think teachers on the internet, why do you think these teachers on the internet ain't talking about 1111 consistently? Some of them are, but they don't even know what they talking about. If they talking about 1111, they got it from me. They got it from the source. That's facts. That's why when cats come over here and they leave and they wonder why, like, I'm going to give y'all an example, man, dealing with the United Futuritarians, right? Futuritarians came from me. They didn't come up with that. That's documented facts. Dates don't lie. I came up with Futuritarians, and so what I told I told him, I said, you know what, get that stuff solidified legally, and then, we'll be the United Futuritarians. But what he do? Start making money and left because he's a leech, a vulture, and a parasite. That's documented facts. That's documented facts. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the cyberverse. The cyberverse is recording everything. You know what's so funny? He said, I just got my YouTube channel monetized. A week later, he took me out the motherfucking group chat. Because when you shine, when you manipulate solar energy and dark matter and you put it together, you put both together. When you put solar energy, that's the 11. When you put solar energy and dark matter together, then you can't be stopped. You can't be stopped when you put solar energy together and dark matter. See, people forget about dark matter, but dark matter is what you're going to see when you pass away. You're going to see darkness. You're going to see that blackness, because in order for you to transition into the upper dimensions, you have to be activated by somebody who's down here that's from the future. And I told y'all I'm from the future. I'm not from this planet. You can go on my YouTube channel and check all my archives. A lot of the stuff that I'm dealing with. Hey, what's up, Cairo? Cairo in the building. What's up, Cairo? Yeah, Cairo, I'll hit you up. But if you go and look at everything that's just dealing with this universe, dealing with this solar system and this universe, right? Everything has to go through solar projection and dark matter. That's where you get the ones from, the 11. Because everybody's representing 666, 333, 444, 42, this and that. All those numbers go back to 1. They all go back to 1. You can ask any philosopher or anybody who's teaching in college, and they'll tell you, when they said it was a big bang, right? Was it multiple bangs or was it one bang? The theory of the creation of the universe, right? It was the Big Bang theory. Was it multiple bangs or was it one bang? It was one bang that expanded what? The electrodes, the electrons, matter, dealing with the periodic table. The electrodes and electrons was forming the periodic table, dealing with the periodic table. Like, I've been doing this for over a decade. This ain't nothing new, man, messing with AF1. Yeah, exactly, Kyra. We're not from this planet, man. We're not even from this dimension. We're not even from this dimension, man. Once you get tapped in and you start seeing certain stuff and you start looking at, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is this happening? And then you look at, I'm gonna give y'all an example, man. I seen it was Jay-Z. He was at a basketball game, right? And he was at the basketball game, and then he was trying to talk to Denzel Washington, and Denzel Washington kept hitting his hand like, man, get off me, man. Like, I ain't talking to you, man. And I'm sitting there watching this stuff because it's on national TV, and I'm like, what the hell? But the whole point I'm making is, once you get to a certain pinnacle, man, and you forget that you have a soul, because your soul's the only thing that you got. That's it. I don't care about no money, no cars, no jewelry, none of that. Right? You take care of your family, you feed your family, you groom them to be a better person. Like I told these cats in my last video. I said, man, y'all don't even talk to homeless people. Y'all don't even talk to a crackhead, right? There's some knowledge in that homeless person's mind. There's some knowledge in that crackhead's mind. Just because they're a crackhead, they all dusty and shit. You like, oh, he a crackhead, man. Fuck him, this and that. But there's something in his mind that you can benefit from. And you treating him like he's not a human. You treat your dog better than a human being. You treat your fucking dog better than a human being, man. And just walk over him like, oh, this homeless damn person. But there's some knowledge in that. You know why there's knowledge in that homeless person's head? Is because he's seen stuff. He's seen stuff. He just has a mental illness. Because when you're dealing with mental illness, there's 6 stages. Everybody has mental illness. Everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are on the planet. You have a mental illness. Like me, I fluctuate from 1 to 2. Or if you want to go backwards, I fluctuate from 6 to 5. So depending on how you do your chart, I fluctuate from 1 to 2. I can go through society. I can talk to a millionaire. I could talk to somebody who's a regular person. I could talk to a crackhead. I could talk to a homeless person. I could talk to a single parent. I could talk to anybody on this planet, because we're not from here. We're from different dimensions. We're from the upper dimensions. We had to come back down here, man, to let people know that the ones that's up there, they're down here too. You have a soul. You have a soul in each dimension. If you're, put it like this, if you're chosen, you have a soul in each dimension. It's where you're getting it from when they say I'm receiving something from God. Well, actually, God put everything down here so you can receive it from your future self. Because the one that's in the 6th dimension, 8th dimension, 13th dimension, they can send you down stuff, and it gives you ideas in your mind where you can move through the 3D dimension. That's why I told y'all, man, all these teachers on the internet got to go sit in the corner. Now, the chosen ones is back. And I did that YouTube video about some of the stories back in 90, 91, 92 to the 2000s on the stuff that I've been in my life, and every situation I got through it somehow. I don't know what, like a regular person that wasn't chosen would have actually either been locked up in jail or been deceased. The stuff I've been through, like mad stories. So I just received that the other day when I was sitting in the bed. I'm just like, man, all this stuff I've been through, and I never got shot, never got killed. No, I had a knife to my neck and stuff like that, but it never happened. It was like that for a reason, because the purpose in my life was a bigger purpose. It was a bigger purpose to move my people forward, the ones that are chosen, the ones that's in the future with us. That's where you get heaven and hell. Heaven, what's heaven? Heaven is a haven. What do you call a haven? Safe haven. What do you mean by, hey, AF1, what do you mean by safe haven? It is where you don't die no more. You're safe. That's what the upper dimensions is. You're safe because you don't die no more. You don't have to go through this 3D trauma no more. Because once you get to a certain age, you in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, you think you going to think about dying? You think you ain't going to think about dying? That's just going to hit everybody's mind. You know, worried about what your kid's going to do. Worried about, after you pass away, what's next after that? See, that's why these teachers on the internet, all these teachers, I don't care who it is on the internet, Black Magic, all them cats, man, Isis Wisdom, that Rashad Jamal, all these cats, man, to go sit in the corner, man, and let the chosen ones move this shit forward. That's why I said, man, everybody share this video everywhere, because ain't nothing else. There is nothing else. I've been through the cyberverse. I watched these teachers. I watched them for years. And physical shit. I was just listening to Isis Wisdom the other day. She talking about water, fire, earth, everything that's going to be consumed by a black hole. What is you worried about? Everything that's going to be consumed by the black hole. Anything ain't going to be consumed is your soul. That's it. Ain't nothing else. I told these teachers on the internet, man, bow down. Oh, who you think you are? You talking about, no, mentally. I'm not talking about get on your knees and bow down. How do you think that the Europeans rule the planet right now? Because they go through a mental chain of command. There's a cat in the hierarchy that's receiving intel. And they follow him because he's a receiver. He's telling y'all the new stuff that's coming out. This and that. Y'all think it's aliens and all. Ain't no alien. If you made everything in the universe, why would you send aliens when you could just send a transmission to their mind if they're worthy of receiving it? You just send it to their mind. Because they're not, that's why you only use 3% of your mind. Because everybody on the planet is not worthy to use more than that, because they'll go crazy. They'll start doing stuff like there's that one movie with that one movie. What's that one movie with Jamie Foxx? Power. The Power movie, when they was biting those pills, they was getting that power. And what they do when they got that power, they started robbing banks. They started doing all this weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they had power. That one dude, he could cloak and be invisible and stuff like that. He started robbing banks because people are not worthy to have the stuff sent to their head. They're not. It's the same thing dealing with artificial intelligence. When you're dealing with the cell phone towers, and you're dealing with your cell phone is a reflection of you. It's the AI reflection of you. That's what your cell phone is. The AI reflection of you. Everything that's in your mind, about 60, 65 to 70% what's in your mind is in your cell phone. That's why I told Cass, man, when stuff pops off, because in the future it will pop off. And this ain't no scare tactics or nothing. It's gonna pop off, man. You know what I mean? They're just gonna take your phone and download it, see what you want. They're gonna see if you worthy to be salvaged or not. See, this is the stuff these teachers on the internet don't talk about because they're not chosen. They think they are, they're not. Then they flee. One teacher left the whole country. He was talking about the Jews and stuff. He was talking about the Jews. What was that? RFG. He was talking about like every other video. He was talking about, I'm like, why are you worried about the Jews for? What the fuck is you worried about them for? They living their life, they do. Man, they scared his ass so much he left the country. I said, you shouldn't have been talking about the Jews. At least somebody trying to run this damn planet and keep everything in law and order. Motherfuckers don't like the Jews. That's fine. If that floats your boat, whatever. Take them out and put you in power and see how the planet runs. See how the planet runs. We take them out and put you in power and see what you do. You be like, oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I can't do that because you're not chosen to do it. It's just that simple. This is not rocket science. It's not rocket science, man. Going back to the 1111. 11, the 1 is the most critical number in the universe. There is no other number messing with 1, man. The 11, the ones walking with the ones. Now the other ones, that's why when you go to these if you go on Facebook, YouTube, and you type in 1111 with the 2 dots, and then put the 2 ones behind it, right? Go to their pages. All they talking about is manifesting stuff, physical stuff. Stuff that's going to be consumed by the sun when it turns to a black hole. That means nothing. The only thing that you can manipulate through dark matter is your soul. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else matters but your own soul. Yeah, that's why I had to come in. It's Friday. I could be out doing bullshit, shit like that. I got my daughter here right now, so she doing her arts and crafts. She got her arts and crafts coming up right now. Y'all gonna see it on the Cyberverse. That's them brass knuckles. It's them brass knuckles right there, man. I'll bust this glass in your face and then it still be holding, and I could just keep hitting you. No, I'm just playing. I don't want to talk about violence on the Cyberverse. But yeah, 1111. Most sacred number in the universe is all ones. Go back to the quantum computer. The quantum computer. You can Google the quantum computer and you see it's a code simulation. It's all ones and zeros, right? It's a code simulation of ones and zeros. Every 1 and 0 dealing with the sequence that is in equals something. It could be a number, it could be a planet, it could be a soul, it could be some trees, it could be a frog, it could be anything. The quantum realm, going back to quad. What's quad? 4. What's 4? The 4th dimension. Quantum realm. So they got the artificial quantum realm computer, and they ain't gonna tell you what that computer's telling. They'll never tell you what that computer is telling them. That computer, allegedly, that computer can tell. They be like, oh, can we mess with him? They be typing in that quantum computer, hey, can we touch him? Quantum computer be like, nope. What happens if we do? Your whole generation will be cursed. For how long? Eternity. It's the chosen one, man. Ain't nothing else after this. You can go on the cyberverse all you want. And you be looking and looking and looking and looking. Everything's on some physical shit. Oils. You got to make your money. Don't get me wrong. But don't glorify that shit. You got to make your money. If you selling, like, whatever you selling on the internet, sell that shit. Don't glorify it. Don't forget about your soul. Never forget about your soul, man. That's why when you're dealing with these rappers and stuff like that, and they done signed some stuff with whoever they signed it with, you know, and they wonder why all this stuff going on in their life. Their mama died, their daughter dies, their dad dies. Like all of a sudden, why ain't y'all? This the thing. Why? When you're dealing with these celebrities, right? Why is everybody in your family got money, but they're still not happy? I don't understand that stuff. Money don't bring happiness. You know what bring happiness? Is soul. That's the only thing that's going to bring happiness. I don't care if you got $1 in your pocket. I don't care if you got 10 million in your pocket. If your soul's messed up, you're going to always go through some tragedy in your life that's going to bring you back down to reality in this 3D realm. And that's just how it's going to go. Cats think they chosen to teach on the internet and they're not. Billy Carson came over here and took my stuff, went on his little, Billy Carson went on his little thing, took my stuff when I broke down the junk DNA. When I told you that you can activate your junk DNA, they called it junk because they didn't want you to activate it. Because then you walk around with no fear and you're untouchable. Billy Carson came on, that weirdo, came over here, took my stuff, and he didn't even reach out to me. And he a millionaire. I'm like, dude, you a millionaire. You came to the source, took my stuff, and you ain't contact me. He got to deal with that in this life and his next life. Why do you think his son don't like him? Oh, you thought I didn't know, Billy Carson? That your son don't like you? Because he know you a weirdo. That's why you said it on the internet out your own mouth. Your son don't like you. Because he know you a weirdo. The millions don't mean nothing, man, if you can't control your family. You can't control your family, man, that shit don't mean nothing. And it happens like that for a reason, because he came over here dibbling and dabbling with the source. He came over here dibbling and dabbling with the source, and now he got to deal with his son. Because the top number in the universe is always going to be the ones. All right, going back to the quantum computer. Let me break this down for you teachers on the internet. All you teachers on the internet, East Coast, West Coast, South, Brazil, Germany, all you teachers on the internet, let me break the one down for you, right? Why do you think I call myself AF1? Y'all thought that was random? Because I call myself AF1? It's not random. It's the Alpha 1. A. Then you got the F. What's the F? Look at the points of the F. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of the F. That's the fourth dimension. Then you got the other one. So you got the 11 within the name. I received that from the creator. Yeah, 11. Yeah, shout out to Kyra. She was in the building. I went to school with her. You know what's so funny? Nah, I ain't even going to tell y'all, man. That's just G14 classified. But yeah, man, 11 activated. AF1, man, the activation is. There is nothing else after this, man, because the archives that's going to be found by the ones that's coming out these wombs and coming through these portals, they're going to eat this. They're going to eat this intel up, and they're going to grow, and they're going to actually control what needs to be controlled. Peace.